Hey guys, Thomas Soy Jr. here, aka Mustached. I'm here to review Ghostbusters 2016 edition, adding on to the amalgamation of reboots and remakes and all that stuff. Um, and I'm here to review it because I saw it today, technically, or yesterday, depending on when I put this up. And here's the thing, I'm just gonna be as straightforward as possible. I did watch Ghostbusters 1 and 2, and I think I watched the second one a bit more as I grew up. And I'd say those movies are enjoyable. Didn't become a hardcore fan by any standards. So, I'm just gonna say this. If you are a Ghostbusters fan, you're probably gonna see scores of people who are Ghostbusters fans lean toward a 2 out of 10, or a 3 out of 10, or a 1 out of 10, maybe even a 0 out of 10. I don't know, but you're probably gonna see those lean closer to that kind of score. People like me who just said, yeah, you're probably gonna see a lot of us, I guess, us, whatever that means, fall under a closer range to 5 out of 10. And I'm giving you the score now because, whatever. Um, and yeah, I guess the movie starts out strong enough and all that good stuff. And then it kind of flip flops of what it wants to be. And that is probably the movie's biggest problem, is being all over the place. You know, some moments are genuinely funny, but they are far and few between. I think in the theater I was in, I've heard 3 laughs in total, and I mean like laughs in total, maybe a bit more, but I don't remember everything. Um, I mean, I've seen someone else compare this to Pixels, and I think Pixels is a bit worse as its own movie that connected itself to video games than this was just trying to be Ghostbusters again with a new cast. That's how I see it personally. Uh, I would not say this is the worst movie in the world, or something that, you know, I think fans, even fans of this, will get over it. I mean, we've suffered through many atrocities that have ruined the franchise. You know, things like the last Airbender movie. People who were fans of the last Airbender have pushed past the badness of the movie. We've pushed past that, so I think we'll be okay. Um, is this gonna be the almighty powerful movie that's going to empower women? I'm gonna say no. Uh, and I feel like the movie self defeats itself in that way, where the characters are generally relatively safe. They don't try to explore stories of the characters' backstories too much. They go a little bit in detail for each character, getting enough in there, I guess. But I don't know how far you would want to push it. And you know, you get all these cameos that aren't based on the original. Uh, Even though they keep pointing in every other direction, saying, "Look, it's Ghostbusters," though, which is it's a very confusing message, and that's what the movie does. It feels like it's trying to confuse itself more, and it comes across to the fans as this is very confusing. Uh, if you want to find a movie that inspires a female audience. Don't patronize your fans and people who have been calling this out. You only help the movie. I mean, it felt like they took two YouTube video comments and actually just added them into the movie. So really, nothing was accomplished except they won. They won, whatever that means. And there are plenty of better movies. In fact, I wrote a list of some of my favorite shows with female led movies, and I'll read them off. I didn't have too much time. I wanted to make this review today, so I compiled a list of some of my earlier movies with some of my newer movies that I really enjoyed, as well as some shows that I actually really enjoy that have a female protagonist, or if there are male protagonists, I felt like the female role was just as important as the male role. So, beginning with Wolf Children, Spirited Away, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, Alien, Aliens, Star Wars The Force Awakens, Finding Dory, Digimon Try and Digimon Try Determination, Zootopia, When Marnie Was There, The Final Girls, Inside Out, Mad Max Fury Osa Road. Yeah, see what I did there? Sorry about that. But that's what I wrote in my little notepad. For shows include Korra, which is inspired by The Last Airbender, Ruby, and last but not least, I'll even say it, My Little Pony. Come on, if My Little Pony can do a better job at sending a positive message, then you can do it for Ghostbusters at the very least. There are just so many weird moments in this movie that could be. You can easily break this movie. That's the thing, and there probably will be. I noticed that someone said like, "Hey, what about that cameo by Bill Murray, who's playing this guys like complaining and saying, "Oh, you aren't the real Ghostbusters. Ghosts aren't real. Yada yada yada." And then he gets killed by a ghost, and then the cops come and they go say, "Oh, tell us what happened." And then they explain that he got killed by a ghost, and they just go, "Oh, okay." I'm pretty sure that's not how cops would behave in any way or shape or form. Pretty sure they would have been taken into some sort of police custody for further questioning, or at the climax when the final ghost is taken over Chris Hemsworth's character. He had all these cops in a dancing pose, and when the Ghostbusters came, he just sort of did nothing. Why? You can just ask these sort of questions and really just find a bunch of stuff that didn't feel like it was filled in. I felt like there were some moments where it was trying to be a comedy skit. There were even some moments where it felt like it tried to take itself a bit seriously. I think there were like 2 moments in the movie that did that. Even more cameos, of course, of some of the original cast. And like I said, you're gonna get a spectrum of people who have different opinions. I'm gonna say it's a 5 out of 10 still, or maybe even closer to a 4 out of 10, whatever. It's not great, it's not good. I have an entire list here. Whatever, you can go check out any of these things. If you're gonna go see Ghostbusters, just know that it's gonna be meh at the very most. And you know what? If someone is gonna say anything to you and you're gonna feel offended or anything of that nature, whether you're a critic, whether you're a movie maker, either side, it doesn't matter. I have a little new hashtag because I love making me one of those because no one ever watches my reviews anyways. And the hashtag for today is hashtag I ain't afraid of no words. Well, this has been Tom Cecilia Jr., aka Mustache Tom, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, but there is something, actually, before I actually end it. I do feel like fans, really diehard fans of Ghostbusters, are really gonna hate this ending. They're gonna look at that last dedication to Harold Ramis and they're gonna be like, "What?" Uh, and that I know, I have a feeling that's gonna be the gut reaction. Uh, Probably for die-hard Ghostbusters fans, they're gonna be like, that was his dedication. And that sucks. That either way, even if it comes off as mediocre, a 5 out of 10, it still seems like it's not quite there. So, what are you gonna do? You're probably not gonna call it Ghostbusters. Well, there you go. Anyways, as I said, I'm Tom Cecilia Jr., aka Mustache Tom, and I'll see you guys next time.